school football.
Friday Night Lights on a Thursday night from Burger Field on the campus of Holtville High School. We have the 2024 edition of high school football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro. I'm Carroll, with me John Driffill, as we begin what John tells me is our 40th year of bringing you high school football together. Our wives are beginning to talk a little bit. High school football brought to you by Oso Azda, Mobile Auto Service in Yuma, Intercare, McNeese Mart, Southwest Security, and Southwest Postal Service, by the Central Union High School District, Rose's Plain Food, the Imperial Scoop Factory at Imperial in Ocotillo and El Centro, CET, the Center for Employment Training, the CB Stop in Calexico, Jersey Mike's and the UPS Store, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Stan's Auto Body, and K's Carne in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne in Yuma. We will take a look at the matchup tonight between the Southwest Eagles and the home Holtville Vikings.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Intercare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs, from primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. Intercare is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit intercare.org. Intercare, making life healthy from the inside out.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's Oso Azda Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles, because Azda has been John's mechanic for 28 years. Oso Azda Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
High school football, we are live on AM 1230 KXOL Centro. There's one other game going on this evening. The Central Spartans are in Fontana, and they are taking on Yoruba Hills, and they are leading. Central leads 26-0 in the second quarter. So the Central Spartans getting their season off to a good start against what we were told was a very good Yoruba Hills team out of the southern section CIF. We'll be bringing you, as we have for the past 20 years, a split season. We are following both Southwest and Central throughout the year. And, of course, Mickey Dale, Jorge Grijalva, and the Imperial Tigers. They will be on live AM 1230 tomorrow night, also on the web, kxoradio.com, and on our YouTube channel. We are live on AM 1230, live on the web, kxoradio.com, and live on YouTube. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is free, you can comment along as the game goes along. It's a feature that is available. And, cheer on your team, whether it's Southwest, whether it's Holtville, and your comments, you get to share them with all the other folks around the world that are listening. John Driffill, we start another year taking a quick look at the Southwest Eagles And it's, well, what can I say? They've got about 35 players suited up tonight. At least 12 of them are freshmen.
They're a very young team. They have a lot of inexperience, don't have much returning. Their quarterback, Alex Garcia, did not play quarterback last year. Their running back that was able to get 38 carries for 130 yards last year is Olean Underwood, so he was their featured returning running back. They do have 3 receivers returning. One is the senior Cole Redden, whose father is the coach of the very successful baseball team at the Southwest Eagles.
Cole, very good on both sides of the ball.
Yes, he did have a 1 touchdown reception last year, 8 for 45 yards. Also, Julian Lopez had 8 receptions for 86 yards and a touchdown last year. And Chance Bermudez, the third senior returning receiver, had 5 catches for 98 yards. So it is a very young team. Pete Blimko, their coach, is in his second year. So he has got all the bugs worked out from the first year, has a much better grasp of what needs to be done as the Southwest Eagles are being introduced right now. It's running to the center of the field.
Well, of course, the Eagles' numbers down, and Coach Blinko showed me last year he can move in the right direction, and it's going to take some time to build up the spirit, build up the program, and make things happen. It's been done before. I think Blinko, with the experience he has in being from the Valley, an Imperial High School grad, should be able to do that. Again, it's got to start on campus and continue to the Friday night program. We'll have more and take a look at Holtville coming up.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steaks, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
Dan's Autobot, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Stan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your day with beef power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Okay, John, the Holtville Vikings, who are taking the field right now, pretty successful season last year, the last couple of years.
Yes, they're the opposite of Southwest. Southwest 2-9 last year, Holtville 9-2, and they are the reigning Division 5 AA CIF San Diego champs, these Holtville Vikings. And again, the opposite of Southwest, they return a lot of their skilled players. They're led by quarterback Alonso Cuevas, who last year was a sophomore, had 114 passes for 114 completed passes for 187 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. And his running back, as a running back, he also ran 68 times for 164 yards and 3 TDs. So that's the definition of an option quarterback, running and throwing. His main running back is back again this year. Hector Sanchez, 105 carries for 511 yards and 5 TDs. Also, Enrique Armas had 43 carries, 3 touchdowns, 298 total yards. And Landon Cullum had 28 carries for 181 yards and 1 touchdown. Alan Carrillo had 49 catches for 805 yards and 14 touchdowns. He's back as a junior. And Raul Benson is back as a junior. He, as a sophomore, had 31 catches for 404 yards and 3 touchdowns. So these Vikings, led by Jason Turner, have a lot of their skill players back. They also have a very common name on the offensive line and defensive line. That is Smith Hilfiger. And there seems like there's been a Hilfiger on the Holtville Vikings for the last 20 years. And he is the current reigning Hilfiger. He goes both ways, nose tackle, and actually on offense plays an H-back, which means he leads the running back through the hole as a blocker.
Okay, John, we'll be back with a little bit more pregame after this.
It's game night, and you know what that means. Time for a winning treat. Everybody's a winner at Imperial Scoop Factory, located in El Centro at the corner of Imperial Avenue and Ocotillo Drive inside the Chevron. The coolest flavors, from cookies and cream, caramel with brownie. There's something for everyone, so after the game, gather the team and head on over to Imperial Scoop Factory. Open late so you can be sure to get your sweet treat. Imperial Scoop Factory, where every scoop is a sweet victory.
The UPS store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is your full-service shipping headquarters. They take all drop-offs and can assist with packing and shipping almost anything. And with their pack and ship guarantee, your items are guaranteed to ship safe and arrive in one piece. Don't forget, the UPS store provides mailbox services, document shredding, notary services, and passport or ID photos, plus many sizes of printing on site. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7, Saturdays, 8 to 5, and Sundays, 10 to 3 at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Build your future at CEP, the Center for Employment Training. CEP has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cepweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year. And job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cepweb.edu.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Okay, John Driffill, we're getting close to a kickoff. The team's captains are meeting at the 50-yard line. Our white hat this evening is John Seaman. And an ace crew, since it's the only game tonight, we've got the best crew. So that just kind of stands to reason. The field looks great. Took a look at it. You know how I am about looking at the playing surface. It's thick. And as a small running back that got pounded into the turf, I liked a nice, soft playing field. It would have slowed me down a little bit, but it was a whole lot easier when those big linebackers pounded me into the turf.
You want to go ahead and comment on why we have a Thursday night football game, not only here, but up in the San Bernardino area?
Same old reason. There just are not enough officials to cover all of the games. And, if you played the game, Pop Warner High School, become an official. Stay part of the action. Stay part of the game. Get involved and get paid for it. It's a great deal, and you should be out here officiating. Trust me, and I don't mean just the guys. Okay, we are about set for the kickoff. Holtville will kick off. They did win the toss. Olin Underwood will be back to receive. He showed real flashes of being a very good running back last year. He was second or third on the depth chart, but got a lot of playing time and impressed me with his abilities. Joshua Ibarra is also back there with him. So it will be a short kick that'll bounce, and it went out of bounds at about the half-yard line, so it'll come out, or they'll kick it again. I believe they'll just take it out, on the 35?
That's their option. They could take it where it went out of bounds, which, as you mentioned, was the half-yard line, so bad luck for the Vikings. But it looks like Southwest is going to take it on the 35 as it does go out of bounds. They could have moved Holtville back 5 yards and had a free kick, but they'll take the ball 35 yards. That's good field position to start the game here in the first play coming up, Carroll, for this 2024 season.
Okay, and it'll be Alex Garcia taking the snap out of the pistol. Olin Underwood is right behind him. Holtville with a blitz and breaking away and picking up a good 6 yards on the carry for the Eagles. That would have been Abe Moreno, a junior fullback.
He is up from the JV squad last year, as most of these players did play on the JV team last year for the Eagles.
And the Eagles come out, same basic formation. Moreno, the single setback, but the flag flies and the play is blown dead.
We have offside and illegal motion both. The wide receiver lined up offside, and then the halfback actually took off a half a count early, so that'll negate the 5 yards they got on their first down. Well, now they've turned around the other way, and they said that Holtville was lined up in the neutral zone. So that way, the player that moved for the Eagles had a right to, because he was going to defend himself. So that will give the first down of this evening to the Eagles.
It is 1st and 10. Eagles spot the ball on the 46-yard line. And again, Holtville showing blitz. They do blitz and they do jump offside again. So add another 5 yards.
We've had 3 plays, and 2 of them Holtville jumped offside. That will now give Southwest a 1st and 5 across midfield. They're on the 49-yard line of the Vikings. And as we mentioned before, there was some talk, Carroll, that there might be some kind of weather problems tonight, but absolutely perfect evening.
At halftime, we'll explain what the weather problems could have been. Again, it is Moreno in the middle. Moreno is stacked up. He'll be stopped for a 2-yard loss to bring up 2nd and 7. That time, the green-clad Vikings stopping Moreno 2 yards short of the line of scrimmage.
And he's down on the 45-yard line. Not sure exactly what, but needed some assistance to get up after the hit. Now there is timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. We're just underway. There is no score.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chili rellenos to enchiladas. Make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
We're set to get underway after the injury, and I think it appeared to be more of a cramp, John.
Yes, he left the field on his own power.
And on a flanker around, the picked up 2 yards, Joshua Ibarra on the carry. Ibarra lines up as a wide out. And that brings up a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes they call that the jet sweep. He goes in motion, and right as he crosses the quarterback, the snap comes back, and he gives it to the running back on the move and not able to get much ground down there.
3rd and 7. Spread formation, single setback, and a little flanker screen, and it's diagnosed immediately and stopped for another 3-yard loss as the Vikings spelled that one out. And on the tackle, Jackson Iringary.
So after a very promising first down on the initial drive, Holtville defense tightened up, stopped jumping offside, was able now to force a punt. And back to kick for the Eagles is Joshua Ibarra.
So it will be 4th and 9 after the loss of 2 there. And she said Ibarra back to kick. It's Raul Briseño to receive. It's a low punt, picked up at the 25-yard line, out to the 30, the 35, down the far sideline at the 40, the 45, and out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Raul Briseño, the junior, on a nice return.
He is also starting wide receiver, and you could see the moves there as he was able to break a couple tackles and finally was pushed out of bounds across the 40-yard line, and they're going to mark it on the 44 for the Vikings' initial drive here in this 2024 season.
Alonzo Cuevas will bring him out. So has Gomez and Carroll on it as his wide out. You mentioned Smith Hilfiger, the H-back, the blocker.
He's the big one, too. He weighs about
Cuevas
260.
hands off right up the middle, flags fly behind the play as pushing across the 45 to the 40 in Eagle territory.
This one I think might come back because I believe, and we'll let John Keeman make the call. Big block by Hilfiger. He opened up that hole.
Hector Sanchez took advantage of the hole. And the officials discussed the flag. It's waved off.
So apparently whoever was in motion for the Vikings did not break up. So Holtville gets their initial first down as Sanchez picked up a lot of first downs last year, gets the first one for the Vikings here.
Hector, a senior. Cuevas rolling to his left, fires downfield, got a man wide open, has to wait for the pass, catches it, and steps into the end zone. It was Briseño. Raul Briseño beat the coverage by a bunch. Had to wait for the football, had plenty of time to wait, pick up a snack at the snack bar, and stroll into the end zone for a score.
40-yard touchdown pass and catch.
And that was something Cuevas did quite well last year. We'll have a point after attempt. It'll be a 2-point conversion attempt. Cuevas under center, hands off to the fullback, into the end zone for the 2 with 7:24 to play in the first quarter. Our score is Holtville 8 and the Southwest Eagles nothing. InnerCare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs, from primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. InnerCare is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit innercare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steaks, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
The Eagles set to return the kickoff, and it'll be a short kick. It'll be fielded on a bounce at the 20, looking for some running room, turning it up the middle, and picking up a couple of yards. Olin Underwood, one of the few seniors on this team. The Eagles, we were told about 32 varsity football players, and we mentioned a whole bunch of freshmen, like 12 of them, and another whole bunch of sophomores. The good thing about freshmen and sophomores is they become juniors and seniors at some point.
Hopefully they will stay in the program as well for the 3 and 4 years they're going to be here in Southwest. Southwest does need to get another blocker out on the field. We mentioned that they already had one of their offensive linemen go out with an injury.
Garcia with the snap, and it is a handoff once again to Moreno. And Abe Moreno, a junior.
Moreno had a very nice 2-yard carry the first play of the game, but since then he's been tackled behind the line of scrimmage twice.
He lost 2 on that carry. It'll be 2nd and 12. The ball just shy of the 30-yard line.
We mentioned that Holtville was 9-2 last year. They did win the CIF championship, and so they are an experienced club that played a lot of football games last year.
The Eagles ready. Vallejo wide on the left side. Back to pass. Garcia chased out of the pocket, and he's dropped. He is sacked, and we'll give credit on the sack to, Diaz, I believe, was the one in there from the linebacker position.
11 yards lost. Garcia just wasn't able to get out of his grasp. He would have been able to elude that play. He did have some receivers open. Again, coulda, shoulda, woulda. So now Southwest is looking at 3rd and very long. They've got about 21 yards to go to get to the yard to make.
The Vikings come out, basically showing blitz again. Garcia drops back, fires quickly into the flat. It is complete. Ball comes up, and it is recovered by one of the Eagles. But on the catch, Vallejo, and he was hit hard, coughed up the football, but one of his guards. But the Eagles was able to recover it, but it's 4 yards lost. Back to the 15-yard line. They've got to make it all the way out to the 42, and it is 4th down and forever.
We'll expect a punt, which Joshua Barr back to kick.
High snap, brings it down, no rush. Again, a short, bouncy kick, and it takes a Vikings bounce. It'll be downed at the 26-yard line. So again, the Vikings starting with a very short field. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings as they take over their second possession. It's on the Eagle 26-yard line. Terrible thing to put your defense in that position. There was no rush. Just kind of shanked the punt. And back to pass, firing in the flat. It is complete. Breaks the tackle and spins down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And on the catch, Raul Briseño. He wears number 1, and he is the number 1 offensive threat so far for the
big gain all the way down to the 8-yard line, so that's an 18-yard pickup.
Anyway, we're
being well treated by the Vikings.
yes. Timeout on the field. 3:49 to play in the first quarter. It is Holtville 8, Southwest nothing.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. Also Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
First and goal for the Vikings. They lead 8-0. They are threatening again. And Cuevas drops back to pass, looking nothing to the left, turns to the right, rolls out to the right, turns upfield, and he will get into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Cuevas couldn't find a receiver open, so he swept it around the other way, took it into the end zone for the score. The Vikings, well, again, Cuevas experienced. He's got a CIF championship under his belt. Didn't hesitate when he couldn't find anybody, rolling originally to the left, rolled all the way back to the right, and took it in a 5-yard touchdown.
Holtville is going for 2 again, as the quarterback Cuevas does. And now they may need to take a timeout as they have a player that's coming off with an equipment problem.
They're ready. They got the new guy in. And Cuevas hands off Moreno into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That didn't take long. The Vikings pull out. 3:42 to play in the first quarter. They lead 16-0.
Kennedy's Carne, with many types of delicious marinated chicken to choose from, and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials: home-style pork al pastor, only $2.99 a pound, and marinated carne asada burger patties, just $4.99 a pound. And pollo asada, buy one get 1 pound free, only Monday through Wednesday. Open in El Centro, 8 to 8, in Yuma, 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. K's Carne, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Parkin, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
There's the kickoff. It is fielded back at the 15, looking for some running room, and trying to turn it upfield is Joshua Ibarra. Ibarra will be stopped at the 21-yard line. That's where the Eagles will put it in play, 1st and 10. Checking in, let's see what we've got going up in Fontana. Well, what we see is the Central Spartans lead Hurupa Hills 32-0.
That is a surprise, Carroll, because the Rupa Hills won the state championship last year. They played 15 games. They were a state champ. I don't know what division number, but they had a very good football team. Maybe all the kids graduated. Central really, obviously, played very well.
And on a 1st and 10, the handoff is to Moreno, and Moreno is bulldogged down. And Fernando Delgado on the tackle. Delgado grabbed him around the shoulders and ran him back and threw him down on the ground. Loss of 3, bring up 2nd and 13.
First play of the game, Southwest did have positive yards since then, Carroll. Although they're 2 for 2 in passes, they have not had a positive gain yet. Both passes behind the line of scrimmage, and their runs have all been stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles come out. Again, spread it out wide on the right side. The long snap count. Garcia winds up, tosses, it's blocked, and it's picked off and down to the 1-yard line. That ball went 30 feet in the air, and there were 3 Vikings camped under it. He could have called for a fair catch, John.
Ball was tipped. That's why it went straight up in the air. It was actually, Garcia did have a good look, and he got a man open, but the ball was just hit by, I believe it was Hilfiger. And I did not catch the number. Did you catch the number of who finally came down with it?
There were 3 around the ball. I didn't see which one of the 3 got it, but like I said, he could have signaled for a fair catch. It will be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Back to pass, firing into the end zone, and it is no good. In and out of the hands. Good coverage in the end zone. And he caught it, but he was out of bounds, is what it amounted to. So it'll go down as an incompletion. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Alonso Cuevas. Cuevas. The single setback. That setback gets the football. That setback dances into the end zone. Enrique Armas for the score from 3 yards out. We're still in the first quarter as Holtville has dominated. They will. Southwest is ready to receive a kickoff, but we're going to have an extra point attempt first.
Southwest forgot.
It's an inexperienced team.
Right. So they'll get it together now. Now the coaches have got them settled down. And this is going to be a point after a tip from placement. And kicking is going to be Enrique Armas, who just scored.
Armas puts it up. Armas misses to the right. 2:26 to play in the first quarter. Our score, Holtville 23, Southwest nothing.
You've been waiting, and the wait is finally over.
Jersey Mike's Subs is now open at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. You heard that right. The long-awaited opening of Jersey Mike's in El Centro is finally here. Delicious, top-quality hot and cold subs. That's Jersey Mike's Subs at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Dan's Autobot, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Dan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Once again, the ball squeaks out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Once again, Southwest will take possession, 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. He missed it by that much, John.
That's the second attempt that the ball just rolls out of bounds inside the 1.
So the Eagles come out, 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line, trailing 22-0.
That missed kick on the attempted PAT, that's the first mistake that the Vikings have made tonight. Other than that, they have played a perfect game. And that's reflected by the score, as you mentioned, with Holtville leading 22-0. We still have 2:26 to go in the first quarter.
Garcia from the shotgun drops back, looking, chased out of the pocket, being pursued, looks downfield, and has it intended down there for Olene Underwood, but it went incomplete, tipped away by one of the 3 defenders that were around Underwood. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Garcia under pressure on almost every play. Gets the play in from the sidelines.
That time, Carroll, he did roll out to buy himself some time. Underwood was able to get free, but just couldn't complete the pass.
2nd and 10. Southwest. Long snap count. Here come the Vikings, and lots of pressure, and keeping the football sliding down for a loss of a yard.
May have an injured Viking on the play, as when Garcia slid down, he actually slid right into the young man who was expecting to tackle him, and the slide surprised him. He's down now, and we'll have timeout on the field.
Timeout with 2:08 to play in the first quarter. Holtville leads 22-0. It's high school football. We are live on AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. I'm Carroll, and with me is John Driffill, our producer-engineer, again in the studios. It is Gabe Lemus, and executive producer for our program is Kurt Hoffman. We've got the team back together, John.
Yeah, good to hear Gabe. He always does an excellent job there in the studio, keeping things working right for us. Makes it easier.
Don't encourage him, okay? The Viking that is down is being attended to, and we'll give you an update when we come back.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notifications when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Mexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Mexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
They're still tending to the Viking that was shaken up on the play. We pointed out Southwest with just 6 seniors and 12 freshmen on this team, 10 sophomores and 8 juniors. And Holtville, looking at the numbers, 1 freshman, 8 sophomores, 14 juniors, and 18 seniors. So a lot of returning players from last year's champion 5AA Division Championship team. And obviously, these are kids that have played together for a number of years, and it shows on the field, John. They're communicating, and they're working together, and being very effective with it.
Head coach Jason Turner has a point here in Holtville. You may want to take a chance to explain the situation with the 5AA means. Actually, last year was the first year they initiated that in the San Diego section, and what it amounted to was 5 used to be all your small schools, but now because of your merit, which means it doesn't matter if you got 3,000 kids, if you're not very good in football, you can be Division 5. But the smaller schools, like Holtville, only has about 400 kids, or even the ones smaller than that. They were looking at, we need to do something where when we get to the championship game, it's not Vincent Memorial with 187 kids playing Lincoln with 2,000 kids. And so they developed this 5AA, which meant that any team that was under 500, if they chose, could be in the 5AA. And Holtville chose to go there, and they were the inaugural CIF 5AA champ. This year they will be in Division 4 because of that championship. They were moved up on merit.
It'll be 3rd and 10. The Eagles trips on the right side, the wide side of the field. And the snap is back, looking downfield, firing incompleted, landed pretty much between 2 receivers, and right between them. Nobody could catch it.
Unfortunately, it was too tall for the up man and not far enough for the deep man. Both of them were open. I'm not sure if they would have been able to get the yard to gain the 10 yards they needed for the first down, but that does put Southwest in another punting situation, 4th and 10 from their own 35.
Their punting game has not been pretty.
And we do have a different punter that's back there now. We did have Joshua Barr punting, and now I don't have a number for him. He's wearing 80. He's in the 80s, and our roster stopped at 79.
Well, he's counting to make sure there's only 10 other guys on the field with him, and he counted and chased one of them away.
Which, that's what you're supposed to do. Job well done.
Snap is back. Nice snap. Takes another Holtville bounce. It lands at about the 45-yard line, still in Eagle territory, and rolls back to the 41, and that's where Holtville will put it in play, 1st and 10. On the Eagle 42 is where they're going to spot it. The Vikings have dominated in the first quarter, scoring 3 times. Back to pass, looking, has man wide open downfield, caught at the 10, the 5, touchdown. That didn't take long, John.
Perfect execution. It was just a fly pattern where the outside receiver ran by the coverage and was able to make the reception. Perfect thrown ball as well by the quarterback. Alonso Cuevas is having an excellent game.
So that's a 42-yard score, a scoring drive of 1 play. And we're going to practice our place kicking again.
You get the number of the receiver that caught that ball in the end zone.
It was either 1 or 11. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 1:27 to play in the first quarter. And our score is Holtville 29, Southwest nothing.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steak. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steak, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
Inner Care is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs, from primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and opening weekends. Inner Care is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit innercare.org. Inner Care, making life healthy from the inside out.
On field, or the kickoff fielded at the 15, pushing his way out to the 35-yard line, Abe Moreno, before he is stopped. And on the tackle for the Vikings, Xavier Aguirre, a sophomore.
That was an excellent return by the Southwest Eagle Junior, Abe Moreno. He's also carried the ball 4 times tonight. We've been their featured running back.
1st and 10, Eagles on their own 35-yard line. This is what, the third possession they've started on the 35. Vikings getting an 11th man out on the field a little bit late, but he's there. The handoff right up the middle, and it is Moreno, and he is collared and dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. So we've seen Moreno with the bulk of the lifting in the backfield, the ball carrying. Last year, Underwood got a number of touches. Underwood is now playing a wideout.
And he does do the H-back spot as well, where he is leading the block through the hole. It appears that in the early going years that for the coaching staff by Pete Blemko, that Abe Moreno has taken over the mantle of the running back from Southwest. Previously, it was Matai Cervantes for the last 2 years, but he, of course, graduated last June.
That happens.
As did most all of the Eagle varsity players from last year. They were senior late.
Underwood in the slot. Snap is back to pass. Firing. It is complete for about a 3-yard gain. And on the catch, Joshua Ibarra. Ibarra hit immediately as he caught it, but he hung on. And no, he didn't hang on. I think they said he dropped it because they spotted it back at the line of scrimmage. At the end of the first quarter, at the end of 1 quarter of play in Holtville, it's the Vikings 29, the Eagles nothing.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your day with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Kennedy's Carne, with many types of delicious marinated chicken to choose from, and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials: home-style pork al pastor, only $2.99 a pound, and marinated carne asada burger patties, just $4.99 a pound, and pollo asada, buy one get 1 pound free, only Monday through Wednesday. Open in El Centro, 8 to 8, in Yuma, 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. K's Carne, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Oh, and also on our YouTube channel, if you're following on the YouTube channel, you can comment. You got to subscribe to the KXO YouTube channel, but it's free. 29-0, Holtville with the lead. Southwest with the football. 3rd and 10 from their own 35-yard line. They are now going right to left across the dial.
John Seaman just sent 2 Holtville players off because they had their towels hanging out.
Back to pass, looking, firing underneath. It is complete to Moreno, and Moreno picks up at least 9. Let's see where they spot it. They will spot him down on the 47-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, that was third down.
4th and 3. 4th and 3 from their own 42-yard line.
Looks like Southwest is taking some time here with Alex Garcia getting some play called in. So they're going to go for it.
It's like the pitcher that takes time between pitches, and as long as I hold it, they can't hit it. 4th and 3. From the shotgun, Garcia. Here come the Vikings. Garcia dumps it off, and it is incomplete, intended for Moreno. Garcia was under pressure.
That ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, Carroll. He was going to throw it back to Moreno, who had done a fake block and drifted out into the open field out there in the flat. And big lineman reached in. Believe he'll figure once again, just knocked it down, and that'll turn the ball over, giving Holtville another excellent field position starting point.
Andres Fregoso with pressure on Garcia. Cuevas brings him out, hands off, right up the gut, and picking up a couple of yards for the Eagles is Landon Kellum, a senior running back. Kellum with his first carry of the evening. The Vikings, while the Eagles are taking lots of time between plays, the Vikings taking hardly any time. It is 2nd and 5. Kellum in the backfield. Kellum with the handoff. Kellum with a big hole, and he knows what to do with it. He filled that hole in a hurry and picks up 6 yards for the first down.
I know, Carroll, you enjoyed watching Hilfiger throw that block leading through the hole there. That's a good person to run behind.
Good person to run behind, and I don't ever remember my quarterback in high school, and I won't mention his name, but I never remember him throwing a block. And another handoff, this time the other side, and it is Jalen Prather. Prather with some good yards. The Vikings already substituting heavily, John.
Right, they're deep into their roster, which is fine. Getting everybody a chance to play. It's hot out there tonight on the field.
It'll be 2nd and 7.
This is the first drive of Holtville that's lasted more than 2 plays.
Another handoff, same play, other side, and pushing his way inside the 20. This time the carrier is Tito Gray. Another first down. On it on the 19. So why bother risk, tiring out the arm of Alonzo Cuevas? Just give it to the running backs.
Plus, there's no sense to rub it in anybody's nose out there.
Prather, now he's blocking. He dumps it off. It is complete. On the sideline, that ball completed to Braden Carroll. Carroll with the catch at about the 12-yard line.
But it's coming back, Carroll. We had hold on the offensive line of the Vikings, so that one will not count.
And other than the, there were 2 offside penalties, but relatively, for a first game, it's relatively flag-free.
That will now make it 1st and 20 as the ball is all the way back on the 29-yard line.
Cuevas brings the play in. He's got Hector Sanchez behind him from the pistol. Sanchez with the football. Sanchez keeping the legs driving, picks up 5 down to the 15. And that'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Ball sitting squarely there. And once again, Alonzo Cuevas comes to the sideline, gets the play that comes out, relays the play. Holtville, so not quite the up-tempo that they started the game with, and leading by 4 touchdowns at this point. No need to.
And And Cuevas fires into the end zone, got a man wide open. He catches it, and it's a touchdown. Caught it in the corner of the end zone, and that was Braden Carroll with the catch, the junior. Makes it 35-0. So the Vikings will try the point after. Kick from placement. Snap back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:43 to play in the first half. It is Holtville 36 and Southwest nothing.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chili rellenos to enchiladas. Make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday.
Dan's Autobahn, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Dan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro. Short kick fielded at the 28-yard line. Looking for some running room. Ran into one of his own blockers and then is tossed down at the 30-yard line. And on the return was Marcel Panuelos. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles on their own 30-yard line. The Eagles trying to get some semblance of an offense going here. Clock is running. And you're going to see that the clock is going to start earlier than it might otherwise. Not a running clock. Garcia rolling to his right, chased, looks downfield, turns it upfield. He cuts around the corner and picks up the first down before skating out of bounds. Garcia, which may be their biggest offensive play of the evening, picks up the first down as he picks up 10 yards.
At that time, Holtville just blitzed everybody, and Garcia was able to break contain, and there was nobody on the outside. As Holtville kind of does that mush where they all stand up and then they run to the line of scrimmage. I think the ball's going to get snapped, and Garcia just ran right around them all. Nice gain all the way out to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10. Garcia has Moreno, Abe Moreno in the backfield with him. Here they come again. Moreno is hit, stood up. As soon as he took the handoff, he got hit by 4 Vikings. And the first one in, I believe, was Ethan De La Cerda.
We've got timeout on the field by the Eagles.
Eagles take timeout. We will too. 6:32 to play in the first half. 36-0 Holtville lead.
UPS store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is your full-service shipping headquarters. They take all drop-offs and can assist with packing and shipping almost anything. And with their pack and ship guarantee, your items are guaranteed to ship safe and arrive in one piece. Don't forget, the UPS store provides mailbox services, document shredding, notary services, and passport or ID photos, plus many sizes of printing on site. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7, Saturdays, 8 to 5, and Sundays, 10 to 3, at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
It's game night, and you know what that means. time for a winning treat. Everybody's a winner at Imperial Scoop Factory, located in Centro at the corner of Imperial Avenue and Octavia Drive, inside the Chevron. The coolest flavors, from cookies and cream, caramel with brownies. There's something for everyone. So after the game, gather the team and head on over to Imperial Scoop Factory. Open late so you can be sure to get your sweet treat. Imperial Scoop Factory, where every scoop is a sweet victory.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
The Eagles have it. It'll be 2nd and 14. Garcia, again, from the pistol. Takes a snap, drops back, looking. He's chased again, dumps it underneath. It goes incomplete, intended for Moreno. Trying to get a little bit of underneath action and let Moreno do something with it once he catches it. So it'll be 3rd and 14. Last score we had, the only other game going on tonight, the Central Spartans in Fontana taking on Jarupa Hills. And last we heard it was 32-0. The Spartans with the lead.
It's like Coach Pena making another statement to start the 2024 season.
3rd and 14. Moreno in the backfield beside Garcia. Garcia back to pass. Dumps it off. It is caught by Moreno, but he'll only get it back to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Jackson Uringeri. So it'll bring up 4th and 14. And final score, 38-6. Central defeated Jarupa Hills. So you can put that one in the books. Kind of tells me they had a running clock in the second half, John.
Yeah, although they did start at 6.
Yes.
And I don't believe they have 20-minute halftimes up there. They probably had an under 15-minute halftime.
Depending on the neighborhood in Fontana, you want to get out and hurry.
We need the movement on the line by the Eagles, so this is going to be 5 yards back.
The Eagles lose the 5 yards on the penalty.
We still are not able to identify our kicker. I can tell you his number is 86, but
Mom knows who he is.
Yeah,
that's what's important. Mom and Dad know who he is.
Our roster stopped.
Bad snap. That's all they need, and he picks it up at the 5, the 10. And finally, with a rugby-style kick, gets it away, and it's the best kick of the night. The Vikings pick it up at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown!
This is coming back, Carroll. That was one of those blocks on the defenseless player, kind of like a blindside block. There's 2 flags down on the 35-yard line. So that's one of the reasons why he was able to take it in untouched.
Raul Briseño.
Blindside block. So Holtville will get the ball now. It'll be still in Southwest territory, but it's going to be back probably somewhere around the 45-yard line.
Whoever the mystery punter is, we congratulate him on making lemonade out of a bad snap, losing about 20 yards, picking it up, racing to the sideline, and with a rugby-style kick. It was their best punt of the night, John.
Yes, and he actually had a Viking went on to the right, hanging on to his back by the shoulder pad. Still got the kickoff as this ball is going to come all the way out to the 50.
Spotted on the 50. Alan Phillips put it down right there on the 50-yard line. 5:08 to play. Holtville leads 36-0. Snap back. And off up the middle and finding yardage and staying on his feet and pushing through is Enrique Armas. Armas, the junior, picks up 15 yards. Make it 16. Give him 16 on that one. He's all the way down to the 34.
His second carry of the night. We'll have all the stats to get to halftime in another 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Armas in the backfield. Armas with the handoff. Armas, same play, same result, only better as he weaves into the end zone for the score. Armas with a great run. A couple of moves downfield and eluded the Eagle defenders. Enrique Armas, he's listed at 5'6", 170. .430 to play in the first half. So have the point after attempt. Briseño with the hold. The kick is up, and the kick by Armas is good. 4:30 to play. Our score is Holtville 43 and Southwest nothing.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notifications when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Hull and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Hull and Bowker Road.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO. The Vikings kick off again. Underwood with the return. Underwood out to about the 27-yard line. And the Eagles will once again put it in play. And not especially good field position again. John, I see a tuba in front of us. Remember a couple of years ago? We had two tubas in front of us trying to do the ball game and couldn't see through the tubas.
Yes, I do.
According to Kurt Hoffman, you have to give love to the tuba players. Okay.
I also remember here at Holtville, one of the halftime performances, one of the football players did not go in. He went in and picked up the tuba and joined the band.
There were 2 or 3 of the football players. Small schools, that's what you do.
We have seen a lot of things in our 40 years of doing this.
And
Southwest having trouble now. They need to take their second time out.
Okay, why not? You can't take them with you. Timeout on the field, 3:53 to play in the first half, 43-0. Holtville leads Southwest.
InnerCare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs, from primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. InnerCare is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit innercare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steak.
Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steak, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
On the field, it'll be Eagles ball, 1st and 10. The ball is spotted on the 25-yard line. Eagles took a timeout. Coach Linko talking to his offensive team out there. Garcia has Underwood back with him. Underwood goes out in the pattern, firing deep downfield and incomplete. There'll be a pass interference on the Vikings.
And the receiver turned around to get the football, and the defensive player just kind of ran into him. Inadvertent, but you still have to call that because it is contact with the ball in the air.
So the Eagles will get pick up yardage on the penalty.
This will be their third first down of the first half here at Carroll. Second one, acquired by way of the penalty.
Spotted on the 40. No, it's not an automatic spot foul. Not in high school.
A 15-yard penalty. That's why it goes out to the 40.
Garcia with the snap, hands off. No, he doesn't. He fakes it to Underwood, rolls it to the right, tries to get away, can't get away, and slips as he tries to cut, and he'll go down with a 3-yard loss. It was a good fake to Underwood.
Yes, it did fool additionally the Vikings, but by the time Garcia was able to turn the corner, Holtville secondary had come up and forced him back inside, so he went down with a 2-yard loss. Best part of that play, Carroll, it does keep the clock running.
43-0. Holtville with the lead. We've got 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Underwood again in the backfield. Garcia from the pistol. Hands off to Underwood, and there's nothing there. There were 3 Vikings waiting for Underwood, and he got nowhere.
That is Underwood's first carry of the evening, believe it or not.
And I believe on the tackle, that number 0, John?
That would be Alex Gomez, the linebacker.
Not used to seeing a number 0.
He does play. He's one of 5 starting linebackers. You can see what they do, Carroll. Most all just stand up. Like the Woods standing up 3-4 yards off the ball, and then they just attack.
Rolling to his right with protection, fires it. It's almost picked off. It'll go incomplete, and it'll be 4th down. The adventures of a punt will now happen.
The clock is moving. Holtville does have all 3 of their timeouts, but I think in the order of sportsmanship,
they're not going to take a timeout. And as you pointed out, after the incompletion, the clock stayed moving. And they don't have enough players out there yet.
Southwest may have to take their third and final timeout here. They finally get a player on.
Well, you can't take it into the locker room. It's not going to do you any good. Moving people around, making sure they got another high, bad snap, but again, he gets it away. It gets away a nice punt. Fielded at the 38-yard line, gets a block, turns it upfield across the 50, the 40, down the sidelines and out of bounds at about the 25. And on that return, again, it was Raul Briseño, and that'll be the end of the first half. At the end of the first half of play, the score, Holtville 43 and Southwest Eagles nothing.
McNeesmart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeesmart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street El Centro.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's Poso Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. Poso Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Parker, Superintendent of Centro High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
Kennedy's Carne, with many types of delicious marinated chicken to choose from, and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials: home-style pork al pastor, only $2.99 a pound, and marinated carne asada burger patties, just $4.99 a pound, and pollo asada, buy one get 1 pound free. Only Monday through Wednesday. Open in El Centro, 8 to 8, in Yuma, 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. K's Carne, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma. Dan's Autobahn, the name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Dan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
On the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
We are at the half. It is the Holtville Vikings with a 43-0 lead over the Southwest Eagles. And it has been all Vikings, obviously, in the first half. They started the party with a 55-yard scoring drive on just 2 plays, one on the ground, 1 of 1 passing. As Cuevas connected on a 40-yard pass. The extra point conversion, a 2-point conversion, that made it 8-0 with the game barely underway. The Vikings scored again just 2 minutes later, 26-yard drive on 2 plays, 1 rushing, 1 of 1 passing. Cuevas again with an 8-yard touchdown pass, another 2-point conversion. The Vikings scored again in the first quarter, 3-yard play, a 3-yard drive on 2 plays. First attempt was a pass that went incomplete. Second attempt on the ground, and it was good for the score by Enrique Armas. And the point after attempt, kick from placement, was not good. That made it 22-0, still in the first quarter. First quarter wasn't over, 1:27 to play in the first quarter, and the Vikings go 42 yards, 1 play. It was a pass. Point after attempt, kick from placement, was good. And then in the second quarter, the Vikings put it in cruise control, and they went 42 yards on 6 plays, 5 of them on the ground, 1 pass attempt, and that was a completion to Braden Carroll. Went 24 yards for the score. The point after attempt, good. That made it 36-0, and they weren't done yet in the first quarter, first half rather. The Vikings went 50 yards. It only took them 2 plays. And, it was a 35-yard run by Enrique Armas. Point after attempt by Armas. Kick from placement was good. Holtville 43 and Southwest nothing. And that's where we stand.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. one tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chili rellenos to enchiladas. Make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro, open Wednesday through Monday.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howell in El Centro.
You've been waiting, and the wait is finally over.
Jersey Mike's Subs is now open at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. You heard that right. The long-awaited opening of Jersey Mike's in El Centro is finally here. Delicious, top-quality, hot and cold subs. That's Jersey Mike's Subs at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
It's game night, and you know what that means. Time for a winning treat. Everybody's a winner at Imperial Scoop Factory, located in El Centro at the corner of Imperial Avenue and Ocotillo Drive, inside the Chevron. The coolest flavors, from cookies and cream, caramel with brownies. There's something for everyone. So after the game, gather the team and head on over to Imperial Scoop Factory. Open late so you can be sure to get your sweet treat. Imperial Scoop Factory, where every scoop is a sweet victory.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Well, we've got some halftime numbers, and I got a hunch they're going to be predominantly Viking numbers, John.
Yeah, well, when you are leading at the half 43-0, then the numbers are going to be awe-inspiring. But at the same time, Holtville scored in such quick drives, they really haven't piled up the total amount of yardage. But they've had a lot of their drives start deep inside of Eagle territory. Let's take a look first at the visiting Southwest Eagles. They ran the ball 12 times from scrimmage, ended up with a -9. 11 of those negative yards actually came when the quarterback, starting his first game as a senior, Alex Garcia, was sacked, but you still have to count it. So 12 rushes for -9. 5 for 12 was Garcia for no yard gain. Remember, they had several passes behind the line of scrimmage, and that's where the receiver was tackled. So 5 for 12 for no yards, ending up with 9 negative yards. They did have 3 first downs, no fumbles. There was 1 interception, and that was by the Vikings, Andres Fregoso. We'll be back with more after this timeout.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs to be completed in under a year. And job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Connecticut, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Connecticut, at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road. There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's Oso Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. Oso Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Inner Care is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs, from primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services. Open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. Inner Care is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit innercare.org. Inner Care, making life healthy from the inside out.
Welcome back to Burger Field here in the campus of Holtville. In Holtville, California, we're at the half. The Vikings are leading the visiting Eagles 43-0. And Carroll is keeping with the tradition of this Viking football team and their marching band. Shout out to Alex Gamboa, who is in full uniform, wearing number 71 with his Viking football team, and he is carrying the alto sax in the band. We mentioned the Southwest ended up at a -9 total yards. It was completely turned around by Holtville. But before we get to Holtville stats, let's do the individual ones for the Eagles. First, running the football. Alex Garcia was credited with 4 carries for -3 yards. Abe Moreno, 6 carries for -5 yards. Joshua Bauer, 1 carry for 2 yards. And Olean Underwood had 1 rush for -3 yards. The 5 receptions were completed to 4 different receivers. First, you had Abe Moreno with 2 catches for 7 yards. Joshua Bauer had a catch for no gain. Also, Israel Vallejo had 1 catch behind the line of scrimmage for -4 yards. And Leonardo Valenzuela had 1 catch behind the line of scrimmage for -3 yards. On the other side of the football, the Holtville Vikings had 10 rushes for 104 yards. 4 for 7 was their senior quarterback, Alonso Cuevas, for 124 yards. So that gave the Vikings 104 rushing, 124 passing, 228 balanced yards. 9 first downs, no fumbles, no interceptions. Individually, carrying the football for the Vikings in the first half. We can start with Kxo Gray, had 1 carry for 9 yards. Galen Prather had 1 carry for 3 yards. Alonso Cuevas, quarterback, had 1 carry for an 8-yard touchdown run. Also, Enrique Armas had 3 carries for 53 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hector Sanchez, 2 carries for 20 yards. And rounding out the rushing for the Vikings, Landon Cullum had 2 carries for 11 yards. The 4 completions were divided between 2 receivers. First, you had Raul Briseño getting 3 of the 4 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. And getting a touchdown was Greg Terrell for 24 yards. So you add that up, you give 228 total yards to the Vikings, and that's how they got 43 points in the first half. We'll be back with more after this.
Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steaks, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza. Or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeese Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
Kennedy's Carne, with many types of delicious marinated chicken to choose from, and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials: home-style pork al pastor, only $2.99 a pound, and marinated carne asada burger patty, just $4.99 a pound, and pollo asada, buy one get 1 pound free, only Monday through Wednesday. Open in El Centro, 8 to 8, in Yuma, 9 to 7. We match our competitors' prices. K's Carne, 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne, 380 East 16th Street in Yuma.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. I'm Carroll Buckley with the John Driffill, our producer-engineer in the studio. It is Gabe Lemus, and our technical director and outside producer, Kurt Hoffman, making this possible. We talked a little bit, John, before the game about are we going to be able to start on time? Yes, we did. And what the deal is there are interlaw and CIF rules about ambient temperatures for high school athletics. And they have set some guidelines to protect the players and to keep everybody safe. And there's a lot of concern about how that is going to affect games. Well, as hot as it was today, we were able to start at 6 o'clock this evening. So I don't think it is quite as draconian as what some people thought it might be initially, John.
Yes, we've had, actually, certainly from our standpoint, it appeared to be a cooling trend. It wasn't in the 110s. I believe the high today, and I'm listening to Kxo Radio, was 107 was reported high. So that's, temperatures were down, but I would assume that by 7 o'clock game time, I'm not sure what the temperature was, but these young kids, they've been through all the practices in August, the two-a-days, etc. So they're acclimated to this, and have not seen anybody cramp up yet, not to my saw on the field. So that's a good thing.
Well, the issue is it's a guideline set by the state in Sacramento.
Right.
Without really taking into consideration San Diego Section CIF, which is all of San Diego County, all of Imperial County, is bigger than about 5 states. And to regulate, just look, you got the schools along the coast. You got the inland schools in San Diego. You've got schools in Alpine, in Julian, in Mountain Empire, and then you got the schools in the desert. And the fear was that there's not going to be any sports, or if they do start a game, it's going to start after 9 o'clock. Under a new state law and CIF bylaws, practices and games can be canceled or delayed when temperatures exceed a certain threshold. For San Diego section, we're in categories 1, 2, and 3. It must be 92 degrees or cooler. Okay, and they have a scientific method of how they've got to measure it. And at 6:15, TJ Johnston told me we're good to go. The measurements of the ambient air temperature said, yeah, we can play. And so I don't think it's quite as bad as might have been thought originally. And again, Sacramento can't think outside of the coast. As far as they're concerned, anything 20 miles off the coast, the Pacific coast, doesn't exist. But it's working.
And it does appear also that wiser heads prevailed with CJ making the proper call. Carroll, we did not mention that Holtville, not only with 43-point lead, will receive the second half kick.
Yes. And this will be the Eagles' first kickoff of the evening. The temperature rules, well, they're going to get a test. Anyway, kicking off will be Joshua Ibarra. The Vikings have a whole bunch of people deep to receive the kickoff.
They've got their 4-man return team back there.
And they'll fight over who gets the ball. Short kickoff. And it's fielded at the 35 by one of the way up back. He brings it all the way out to the 45. So it will be 1st and 10. The Vikings will put it in play. We'll talk more about that, the temperature issues.
We do have the clock running, Carroll, so I'm going to assume I did see John Seaman talking with head coach Pete Lemko about that at halftime. So it appears that they have decided that they're going to do the running clock here in the third quarter.
And handoff goes right up the middle. And on the carry was Landon Kellum. Kellum picks up 10 and a first down. spotted in Eagle territory at the 45.
Exchange from 45 in yours to 45 on the Eagles.
Cuevas brings them out. And he's got Kellum with him in the backfield. And the play's blown dead. And it's against the Eagles. Timeout, Eagles. Something wasn't quite right, and coach saw that there was an issue.
Just burned the first time out. Just recalling the 35-point rule with the running clock. There are 3 times it will be stopped. One is for injury, and the other 2 times are either a touchdown or a timeout.
And we have the timeout.
At 10:50, the clock stops, and it will start up again here when Eagles get situated. Now they have the right personnel. They had a cornerback playing safety, and he moved to cornerback, and the cornerback that was there went back to safety. They got it figured out. That will start the clock rolling.
Cuevas hands off and pickup of about 8 yards, 7 yards or so, tackle by Humberto Rascon.
They actually gave Kellum progress to the 40, so that's going to be a 5-yard pickup. He did carry the ball across the 40, but they moved it back, saying that he was down where he hit.
It'll be 2nd and 5. Again, the handoff in the backfield. This time it's Jalen Prather. Prather picks up a yard. 3rd and 4. Okay, John. You're Pete Blinko. You got your team down 43-0. What do you tell them at the halftime?
Keep playing. Right now, I'm just intrigued. We're going to see a pass from the Vikings here.
No, we won't. Prather will get the handoff, and Prather is tossed down. And you want to make sure it doesn't get chippy.
Yes, that was
loss of 2.
Play action was given. And we do have Cuevas over here talking with head coach Turner, so perhaps they're not going to punt. They're going to go for it after that 2-yard loss.
Alonzo Cuevas brings them out. Prather is next to him in the backfield.
It's a passing formation.
Cuevas will keep it, turn it upfield. He's across the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, and out of bounds at about the 23. And ran all the way over to the snack bar, picked up a hot dog and a soda pop.
Holtville showing that they will not excuse the pass if it calls for it. 4th down and 4 would certainly be that situation. But that time, Cuevas tucked it under and took off. And finally ran out of bounds on the 23-yard line. 18-yard pickup.
8:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. 43-0 Holtville leads. Central has already won. And the handoff right up the middle, following his blockers and picking up some good yardage is Landon Kellum. Landon Kellum rips off about 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
Kellum gets the majority of carries. That's his 3rd carry here. It's early going.
The Vikings are good.
Oh, yes, they're big, too. They have speed, but they're big. Usually you would expect a small school not to have the size of line they have. They've got about 8 kids down there that are good size.
Cuevas rolling to his right, got a man wide open. It's completed at the 10, puts on a move, gets it inside the 5, down to about the 2-yard line. And on the catch, Alan Carrillo.
First time we've called his name tonight.
He was all alone out in the flat. And when that happens, you get worried. I'm all alone. There's nobody around. Can I catch it? First and goal from the 2. Handoff is in the middle, and Prather carries it down just shy of the goal line.
Stop just short, so it's going to be second and goal.
Okay, John, in a game like this, I got to ask, how are the boys?
Everybody's fine. They're listening, as many people do, to the web, following the game, as I'm sure Amy is up in Portland. Excuse me, Amy's in Iowa and Sarah in Portland.
Well, Amy's almost in Iowa. She's in Omaha.
Close.
Handoff up the middle and into the end zone for the score.
That was Kellum.
And Kellum with another good run. Landon Kellum takes it in. Amy's in Omaha. Emily Ann, are you ready for this? My granddaughter Emily Ann teaching high school world history in, what's the capital of Florida?
That would be Tallahassee, wouldn't it?
That'd be Tallahassee. She's teaching in Tallahassee. The kick is up. Enrique Armas puts it through. That makes our score 50-0 with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. We've got a kickoff coming up again.
When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family, they've been doing it right for many years. You're never disappointed on the service that you get. They'll make you feel right at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, make sure you stop by at La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday.
Dan's Autobot, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Dan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kickoff is fielded at the 15, cutting across the grain and picking up a couple of extra yards out to the 30. On the return was Joshua Ibarra. Anyway, granddaughter Emily Ann teaching world history at Leon High School in Tallahassee. That high school is 197 years old.
Hopefully
the building has been replaced, but it is 197 years old.
There must be some tradition in that place.
I would think there is. Em's fiance is in grad school at Florida State. First and 10, Eagles. And on the sweep, it is Underwood. The ball is bobbled, but Underwood falls on it back on the 20. So it'll be the loss of about 10. When it's 50-0, you find other things to talk about sometimes.
Carroll is one of the situations developed with a school like Holtville. Again, they do not have an 80-man roster.
No.
So they really don't have second, third, fourth string. They can't be playing, the 60th kid that's on the roster. So they pretty much have their same kids out there because that's just the situation that they're in, as all small schools.
Back to pass, looking fires into the flat. It is complete, and finding a little bit of running room out to the 26-yard line. Jeremy Lima with a catch and a nice carry. Gearing up third down, spotted on the 25. So it'll be 3rd and 15.
First time we've called Jeremy's name tonight. That was a nice run because Hughes actually caught the ball in the backfield and was able to break 2 tackles to get positive yards.
And we ignored the block in the back as if it didn't happen because it isn't going to make any difference. 3rd and 15. Eagles from their own 25-yard line. Garcia takes the snap, drops back under pressure, fires downfield. It is intercepted at the 45, carries it down to the 40, the 35, the 30, the 20, the 15, inside the 10. And on the interception, that was Jesus Leon. Leon with the pick. And it'll be 1st and goal.
There was a fight for the football, and Leon was able to come away with it.
1st and goal, and the ball is spotted on the 4-yard line.
Excellent return by Leon, but also, Carroll, let's give some props. The Eagles didn't give up on that play. They could have just let him walk in the end zone. They did come out, and they were able to bring him down short of the goal line.
And the handoff right up the gut hits Jalen Prather into the end zone for the score. So it'll be the end of the 3rd quarter, 56-0. With a point after attempt coming up.
4-yard score for Prather.
It'll be Armas with the point after attempt. Eagles still shuffling personnel around. Snap is a bad one.
We had a whistle, I believe, because all the players are looking at referee John Seaman.
We get a mulligan. We get a do-over. Okay.
Officials were not ready. The back judge was not back by the goal post to see if the ball was going to go through, so that's why they couldn't count that.
Snap back. This kick is up, and this kick is good. At the end of the 3rd quarter, it is 57-0. The Holtville Vikings with the lead.
UPS Store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is your full-service shipping headquarters. They take all drop-offs and can assist with packing and shipping almost anything. And with their pack and ship guarantee, your items are guaranteed to ship safe and arrive in one piece. Don't forget, the UPS Store provides mailbox services, document shredding, notary services, and passport or ID photos, plus many sizes of printing on-site. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7, Saturdays 8 to 5, and Sundays 10 to 3 at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admission. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
And the Vikings will kick off. I think they're getting a lot of work on their kickoff team, John.
Well, the PAT, after missing the first one, has been perfect.
Underwood fields it at the 15, looking for some running room, gets a block, and that is pushed out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Doing the pushing is Santiago Cerezo. So it'll be 1st and 10. They give him progress to the 25. Eagles will put it in play.
Clock is moving. Now shows 11:30 and running. Eagles get their offense out onto the field. Next week, we will be at Southwest as they are hosting the Banning team from Banning, California, not the Banning team down from inner city LA.
No, Banning, and you always have to say Banning Beaumont.
Yes.
Yeah, it's.
But that should be a better gauge of this Eagle team. Eagles played Banning last year and beat them.
It'll be 1st and 10. Eagles from their own 25-yard line. Underwood comes to a wideout position. Staff is back, looking, firing downfield, and underthrown, almost intercepted.
Player cut in the middle of the field. The pass was out to the flat or the flank, so it just fell harmlessly to the ground.
Games that are coming up tomorrow night. Okay, real Friday night football. Calapat will be at Desert Christian Academy. Vincent will host Monte Vista, and I'm assuming that game will be at Southwest. Calexico on the road to Palo Verde Valley. And it'll be Raleigh hosting Palm Desert. And the Imperial Tigers will host West Hills out of Santee, and that's always a good game. 2nd and 10, rolling to his right, looking for room is Garcia, takes it upfield himself and is spun down. He'll lose a couple of yards.
You mentioned the Brawley Palm Desert game, Carroll. This is the first time in years that Brawley's playing Palm Desert. Back in the old Desert Valley League, they were members, and Brawley played Palm Desert every year, but they have not played them in over 20 years. So good to see that rekindle.
Central has, and Palm Desert Central is built into a pretty good rivalry, John.
Yes, and Central will play Palm Desert the week after Brawley does.
And that will be in Palm Desert to take on the Aztecs. They were supposed to be the Palm Desert Sun Devils, but there was, the townsfolk marched with pitchforks and torches, and they changed it to the Aztecs. Rolling back, looking downfield, firing downfield, and incomplete. The person that had the best chance of catching that was Jesus Leo, and he's wearing green.
Garcia did show his arm as he threw that ball. It was about 50 yards in the air. It was a nice-looking pass. He is getting rid of the football before the Viking pressure can get to him.
It'll be 4th and 12. 8 minutes to play.
Southwest back to punt this football.
And I think we found our punter, John.
Yes, he's taken over.
Looping snap, gets away a bloomer, and it'll go out of bounds at the 45-yard line in Viking territory.
That has been the best kick of the night. There's another kick that was just as far, but it was returned. This one went out of bounds.
And that one was a straightforward punt, not the rugby style. They actually mark it on the 49-yard line. It's still in Viking territory. And this is the first game of the year for both teams. And it has been relatively mistake-free.
Yes.
And that's good.
Southwest has not committed any egregious penalties. There's been a couple holding and one pass interference. That was against the opposition.
Not a lot of offsides. The handoff right up the middle again, breaking through and picking up a first down. And that would be Tito Gray, another senior. Let's hear it for Tito Gray.
Getting his first carry here of the second half. He was able to pick up all the way down to the 41. So that's a nice pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10. Clock is running. Tito gets the football again, dodges a couple of would-be tacklers, cuts it to the outside, and down the field, stays on his feet, and dances down to the 25-yard line. Tito's got to move.
He was actually hit in the backfield and just bounced off like the Indian rubber man and was able to pick up another first down. So Tito's showing these coaches that he wants more playing time on the offensive side of the football.
You run like that, you're going to get PT.
Put it all the way down to the 23 for an 18-yard pickup.
1st and 10. Vikings, they lead 57-0.
5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Cuevas, the quarterback, but all he's doing is handing the ball off, and he does it again, and this time there's room to the outside, cutting it inside, outside into the end zone. Touchdown, Tito Gray. Let's hear it for the Tito Gray Marching and Chowder Society. He's put on a show.
3 straight carries, 49 or 51 yards later, Holtville with another touchdown.
That was my career, John. Took me 142 carries to get 52 yards. Point after attempt, kick from placement. Snap, kick, good. 64-0. When we have to kick off, there'll be about 3.5 minutes to play.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
InnerCare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs. From primary care to pediatrics, dental, optometry, radiology, pharmaceutical, and laboratory services, open on weekends and welcoming walk-ins. InnerCare is here to provide you the excellent care you deserve. Visit innercare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out.
And we'll have the Vikings kicking off again. This is what?
10th kickoff.
10th kickoff. Okay. And he bounces it at the 20. Underwood picks it up at the 20. Looking for a block. There's nothing there. And he'll be thrown down at the 23-yard line. And let's give credit to the tackle by Xavier Aguirre, a sophomore. Invaluable playing time for the sophomores at this point, John.
Right. Only going to make them better players, but the same for Southwest. They're a very young football team. The scoreboard shows that. But they will improve.
2.5 minutes to play, 64-0. The Eagles with a 1st and 10. And as you pointed out, yeah, the Vikings are substituting, but there's not a lot of depth there to begin with. So
they have under 30 players on their roster. So what you do is you take a starting cornerback and put him in the backfield.
I can remember with a couple of blowout leads, I was playing defensive tackle, John. Seriously. Snap, handoff, and nothing there for the Eagles.
That was a different era, Carroll, when you were doing that.
Edgar Lara, a fullback with a handoff, and he'll lose about 7.
That's when the football team, to do what we called in the day running the score up, they would take a guard and let him be the fullback and carry the football 3 or 4 or 5 straight times. That's not the case anymore.
Nope. But I went in at defensive tackle and actually ended up with 2 safeties.
Got to be Rudy.
That was the only time I played defense. I was strictly on offense.
Yeah, times have changed. Won't see that ever again.
This may well be the last play of the game, John. Hand off again, and the same results as Edgar Lara stopped, lost a couple of yards again. It'll bring up 3rd and about 22. And like I said, that may well have been the final play of the game.
Southwest does not need to snap it again, but we'll see if they choose to do so.
I don't think they are. They don't really want to, and I don't think they need to. That's it. That's the game. Our final score, Holtville 64, Southwest Eagles nothing.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's Oso Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. Oso Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088. Get ready to indulge in authentic Mexican food and juicy steaks. Rosa's Plain Food is now open in El Centro and is serving up all your favorite dishes. Carnitas, enchiladas, big steaks, and don't forget their award-winning ceviche. Head to Rosa's Plain Food at the Valley Plaza in El Centro. Next to the Skechers store, Rosa's has been serving since 1988. Open every day except Monday. They offer dine-in, carry-out, and even catering. Rosa's Plain Food, where flavor takes flight.
McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell. Then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with Party Platter. Yes, McNeese Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street, El Centro.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
You've been waiting, and the wait is finally over.
Jersey Mike's Subs is now open at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. You heard that right. The long-awaited opening of Jersey Mike's in El Centro is finally here. Delicious, top-quality, hot and cold subs. That's Jersey Mike's Subs at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Well, the Holtville Vikings dominated from the get-go, and when it ended up, it was 64-0. The Southwest Eagles couldn't get anything going. Obviously not able to stop the Vikings as they rolled up 64 points. And since they didn't score, the Eagles not really able to get any kind of an offense going. The Vikings scored 9 times and scored early, scored often, kind of coasted through the second half, and with the running clock, the second half went by very, very quickly. John Driffill is working on the numbers, and I know the numbers are going to be kind of big, but that's what happens. The only other score around the valley, the Central Spartans defeated Arupa Hills 38-6. Again, that is a final. That game played at Arupa Hills, which is in the Fontana area of San Bernardino County. And coming up tomorrow night, Friday night football, the Calipatria Hornets will visit Desert Christian Academy. Calexico's Bulldogs take up on Highway 78 to visit Blythe and take on Palo Verde Valley. Meanwhile, in the Valley tomorrow night, go to a game. Get out of the house, go to the game and support high school football. Vincent Memorial will host Monta Vista out of Spring Valley. It will be Crawley hosting Palm Desert, and that's going to be a good game. A good game for you to go and watch. And the Imperial Tigers will host West Hills, the Wolfpack, and that's always a good game. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva will be on the air at about 6:45 and bring you the action. That game on AM 1230, on the web at kxoradio.com, and also on our YouTube channel. And you can follow Vicky and Jorge as they bring you the action.
It's game night, and you know what that means. Time for a winning treat. Everybody's a winner at Imperial Scoop Factory, located in Centro at the corner of Imperial Avenue and Ocotillo Drive inside the Chevron. The coolest flavors, from cookies and cream, caramel with brownie. There's something for everyone. So after the game, gather the team and head on over to Imperial Scoop Factory. Open late so you can be sure to get your sneak treat. Imperial Scoop Factory, where every scoop is a sweet victory.
Dan's Autobot, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Dan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Dan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Well, we're here at the stadium named after Carl Berger, who was a former Viking, and he looked down from heaven with a smile as his Vikings won 64-0 tonight. Let's take a look at the stats. Holtville ran the ball 22 times on scrimmage for 202 yards. 5 for 8 was their senior quarterback who started last year, Alonso Cuevas, for 134 yards, giving Holtville 336 total yards, 15 first downs, no fumbles, no interceptions. Individually running the football from the last scrimmage, 6 different Vikings. Tito Gray had 4 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Prather had 4 carries for 6 yards and a touchdown. Alonso Cuevas, the quarterback, 2 carries, 26 yards and a touchdown. Enrique Armas, 3 carries, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns. Victor Sanchez, 2 carries, 20 yards. And Landon Kellum, 7 carries, 37 yards, and 1 touchdown. There was 5 completed passes to 3 different receivers. Raul Briseño had 3 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, all in the first half, as Braden Carroll also had 1 catch for a touchdown of 24 yards in the first half. The only pass completed and thrown in the second half by the Vikings was to Alan Carrillo for 12 yards. The Southwest Eagles ran the ball 16 times from scrimmage for a negative 31 yards, 6 for 16 passes for 5 yards, gives them a negative 26 yards for the game. 3 first downs for the Vikings, no fumbles. They did have 2 interceptions. 1 was picked off in the first half by the Vikings' Andres Bergoso, and in the second half, the Vikings' Jesus Leon had the other interception. Individually, there was 5 different ball carriers for the Eagles. First, getting 4 carries was the quarterback, Alex Garcia. 4 times carried the ball for a total of -5. 6 rushes for Abe Moreno for -5. 1 carry for Joshua Barr for 2 yards. Getting 2 carries for -12 yards was Olean Underwood. And the last 2 plays of the game were both runs by Edgar Lara that netted -2 yards. The 6 receptions were spread out among 5 different receivers. First, Abe Moreno had 2 catches for 7 yards. Joshua Barr had 1 catch for no yards. Israel Vallejo had a catch behind the line of scrimmage for -4 yards, as did Leonardo Valenzuela behind the line of scrimmage, 1 catch for -3. And Jeremy Lima had 1 catch for a positive 5 yards. So all in all, a lot of things for both teams to take away from this. We'll be back next week to see the improved Southwest Eagles taking on the visiting Banning of Beaumont High School.
Banning. It'll be Banning, but again, that's one of those things you always say, Banning Beaumont. Anyway, you're right. Next week we will be at Southwest for that football game. That's it for high school football. We want to thank our sponsors, Oso Ozza Mobile Auto Service in Yuma, Intercare, McNeesmart, Southwest Postal, and Southwest Security, the Central Union High School District, Rosa's Plain Food, Imperial Scoop Factory at Imperial and Ocotillo in El Centro, the CB Stop in Calexico, CET in the Center for Employment Training, Jersey Mike's and the UPS Store, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Stan's Auto Body, K's Carne in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne in Yuma. For our producer, engineer in the studios, Gabe Lemus, technical direction provided by Kurt Hoffman, our color commentary and stats by John Driffill. I'm Carroll Buckley saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week on AM 1230 KXO.
The Imperial Valley's best oldies on the radio.
The best music all